I want to talk to you about the information age that we're living. In 2003, Bill Murray in this movie, legendary movie, was lost in translation. And today we are lost in information in the digital age. We don't know how to inform ourselves. We don't know how to deal with information. But it all started back in 1984 when Apple launched Macintosh. They promised that technology will free people and will free people from Big Brother. And this is what the promise of the Macintosh launch was back in 1984. But what it is today we have this guy who is the president of the United States who has been convinced to lie 2,000 times by the Washington Post, and one of his closest advisor is not talking about lies anymore. She's talking about alternative facts and invite us to think that it's new, right? But lying is not new. Fake news is not new. In 1939, Hitler invented or created fake news to invade Poland. It was totally fake. It was a good reason for him to invade Poland, and this is what he's done. And even in our culture, lying is old, is part of our romance, is part of our kind of romantic imaginary. But in fact, what is new today? The real new thing is not lying. And when you're spending a lot of time talking about fake news is no news. What is new today is the dissemination and propagation power. And the social networks have given us an immense, a gigantic power to share and promote and propagate things with our neighbors, with our friends, and with whoever. As a result, we don't see clear anymore, and we can't see what is fake from what is real. We are seeing a lot of things passing by, like cows watching trains, passing by. We've seen something, but we don't know it anymore, and we can't develop our own knowledge anymore. On the top of it, the people who are trusted, the most trusted to bring news to us, we don't trust them anymore. We don't trust journalists anymore. And all the surveys are telling us days after days that we don't trust journalists anymore. We don't trust CEOs. We don't trust politicians. We don't trust those people. The people that we only trust are our friends. But do they deserve to be trusted? That's the real questions. They are good people, but do they deserve to get the maximum amount of our trust? This is a big question. Because at the end of the day, what our friends are giving us, telling us, what do we do with it? We just share it. And ourselves, at our side, we become agent of propaganda, an agent of fake news, of dissemination fake news, because we are currently doing this. And you know what? Today, everybody wants to become a media. Everybody wants to become a media, an influence media. Everybody wants to have his own photo at the top of the Facebook page, of the Facebook timeline, or whatever, including this ridiculous photo where you see all the people wanting to have a selfie with the candidate Clinton. But the reality is that we are not sharing information. We are sharing emotions. And if you look at social media, and this is what I'm doing as a professional living, I'm surveying and monitoring social media. I see that we are not sharing information, but emotions. And what is happening now is that there's an immense race for the leadership of information. Who is today sharing right, relevant, accurate information? Is it you? Is it the journalist? Is it, social media users? Nobody knows. So this is not only a communication issue, this is a democratic issue. And in fact, if we are not taking care of this happening today, we are not far from losing the pillars of our democracy, right? Because being informed is something that is really important. And what we are having today as information is just like junk food, right? We've got snackable things that are tweets, that are posts, that are whatever, right? We eat them, right? And we believe that we are properly informed. The reality is that it's disgusting. Never forget that being properly informed is a human right. It's not a communication process. It's not a communication objective. It's a fundamental human right, and it has to be protected. If you're not protected, if you're not properly informed, you're not able to make smart decisions. So people are saying to Twitter, to Facebook, and to Google, please do something for us. But they won't do it for many reasons. First reason, they can't do it because of the number. And secondly, they can't do it because it's their core business model. And they don't want to attack their core business model. And on the top of it, who will decide what is fake or what is not fake? Do you want Mr. Trump to decide that he will censor an information because this information is against him? Obviously, you don't want. And if you think of it, it's really difficult to decide what is fake from what is wrong. So what we have to do like this guy. We have to investigate ourselves. We have to check, double check, triple check the information that we are having. We have to make our investigations ourselves. And we have to make sure that what we are having is not junk food anymore. The kind of information that we have is not junk food. And we need to go back to school. This is me when I was 6 years old. Find me somewhere. This is a real picture. And in fact, we need to educate everybody, every single person on media information on the media society, because if not, we are all going to become stupid.